Welcome back everyone to the channel. Today we are taking the race car down the road an hour and a half to Seekonk Speedway, just about 80 miles away from our current location, Stafford Springs, Stafford Speedway, Connecticut. We are heading over to Seekonk for the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series event, and we are bringing not our Tour Modified because I don't know if you guys saw some video, it's broken. We are taking our backup SK Modified to the Tour Modified race, the Monaco Modified Series. Today, we're gonna focus on how much it costs to run this event, how much it costs to race this race day at Seekonk Speedway. From leaving here just in about 10 minutes or so to the end of the night when we come back. So let's go ahead, head on down the road to Seekonk Speedway, Seekonk, Massachusetts. I really enjoy this track, looking forward to it. Let's jump in the trailer and get to the races. Today's video is sponsored by my friends over at Monaco Ford. Do you love working with cars and you want to turn your passion into a career? Monaco Ford of Glastonbury and Niantic, Connecticut are hiring service technicians today. Join a team that values its employees, offers competitive pay and full benefits, and gives you opportunities to grow. Head on over to monacoford.com, click job openings and apply today. Now let's get back to the video. After about an hour and a half drive, we made our way here to Seekonk, Massachusetts, Seekonk Speedway for the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series. And with that is the first expense of the day. And that is our 63-mile journey here in the trailer to get to the track. So we'll add that to our expenses on the day. Made it here to Seekonk, and they made a lot of improvements from the last time I was here. And the last video was probably about a year ago. You saw me talk about the lighting system and the speaker system they were putting at. It wasn't in use at the time, but they just showed me it. I was up in there, what is race control and production suite there that they also redid. And they showed me their awesome system they have now. It all can be accessed right there from their announcer's tower, all digital, really cool system. But yeah, they've been doing a lot of upgrades here, which is great to see. Not only did they upgrade their announcer's tower, they put in a merch booth, building a beer patio just similar to our double hook, but over there in their turn 2. Really cool setup. They're doing a lot here at Seekonk Speedway, trying to improve and keep racing going here in Massachusetts. They have a lot of great thrill shows, great weekly series, Friday and Saturdays here. So if you're in the area of Seekonk, Mass, head on out on a Friday night or Saturday night here to Seekonk Speedway to support this awesome track. Place is looking good. They got some stars here on their jumps. Maybe we'll hit this with the modified. Once we got here into the paddock area, we unloaded the trailer, got the car ready up, all of our pit areas set up, and we brought our tire cart over to the tire corral to get our next big expense, and that is 9 tires. Practice is starting up here soon. It's 3 o'clock now. Practice starts at 4. Let's head back to the trailer and get ready for race day. Practice is starting in 5 minutes, all suited up. The car is ready to go. We have 45 minutes of a hot practice. End of this, we'll go over how much we spent in practice, laps, tires, fuel. We'll go over that all at the end of this video. So let's jump right into practice. day. We got our practice done. Was 11th quick on the charts. Felt pretty happy with the car. Had a lot of speed. Went out for the time trial, tire scuff. Ended up losing quite a few tenths. Ended up 25th out of 26. Not ideal. We were just way too tight in the tire scuff. We made some adjustments. Went out there in the heat race, and it definitely helped. Finished 8th in the heat. Really just trying to save some tires. I have to double check how many laps we went in practice. Again, we're gonna go over all these numbers in the end with how much it all costs. Right now we have some downtime. Gonna head up to the midway, hang out with everyone, go to the kids club, sign some autographs, and we'll be up for the feature. A long feature event that was. Just finished the 125 lap race at about halfway, or what I thought was halfway. Lap 50, I then remembered it was a 125 lap race. Overall, the SK was pretty good out in the long run, but we had a lot of short runs. A lot of short runs at the end of that race. Ended up 15th, which isn't awful. That's actually pretty good. We had a little bit better of a car, got stuck there in the end. We really needed the outside with this SK engine to keep the momentum up. When we got pinned down on the bottom, we just couldn't get past everyone. Everyone was running the high side towards the end of that race. Overall, a great day with the SK. We'll go ahead and go over all of the expenses now at the end of this video. 15th place finish, started 24th, I believe it was. So moved up 10 positions, which is pretty good, or right around 10. We'll head back to Stafford Springs now, and we'll go over the entire expenses of the day. Well, after a great day over at Seekonk Speedway, we are back here in the race shop in Stafford Springs. Time to go over all the expenses. First off, we start with the truck and trailer, the travel to the races. The total expense of that was $560. Now that is between the insurance, the registration, diesel fuel for the day, the generator fuel. I do pay a couple of my crew guys that drive themselves to the track just because I want them to offset their fuel expenses as well. So then we get into the entry fees and the ticketing. It's $100 to enter the car into the race. It was $45 for ticketing at the pit booth. I had 6 guys on my crew on Saturdays. So that was a total of $270 to enter into the pit area. Now we finally get it on track. We hit our first major expense, and that is purchasing the tires. It is a 9-tire race. The tires are $223 each. That total comes to $2,013. I'm going right off of a sheet. I took track of everything, used Excel. I'm a mathematician. Now we head into another big expense on the day, and that is the car expense itself. Over the winter, we upgraded this car with an engine refresh, new brakes, new calipers, new pads. I split it upon 10 races because that's how long I hope all this lasts. Right around $1,000 per race, depending on how many laps there are. So right around $6.30 per lap. Keep that amount in your head for this next part. On Saturday for practice, we went 43 laps. We then had the 2-lap tire scuff, the 10-lap heat, and then the 125-lap race. In total, we went 178 laps. This does not count caution laps. This is just green flag laps. So for the total car expense on the day, it was $1,120. Now we get into the fuel, the race fuel. At Seekonk this past weekend, we only used 13 gallons of fuel. Didn't use much with our SK engine. The race fuel we use is Sunoco Supreme, and it is $16 a gallon. So in total, race fuel was $204. Now we get into one that we saved money, or we just didn't spend any. Damage. There is no damage on the car. This might be a first. No bumpers, no rear bumpers, no rims. No damage on the car. So that is a big zero on expenses. Now let's tally these all up and go over what the total expense is. We do have some incomes at the end. Let me know down in the comments how much you think we spent on this weekend. All right, now it's time to tally them all up. Here we go. Travel expense, $560. Car expense, $1,120. Race fuel, $204. Race tires, $2,013. Car entry fee, $100. And team entry, $270. In total, drumroll please, we spent $4,270. Not bad for a 125-lap race. For comparison, my Tour Modified. I've done an expense video on that. A lot of people enjoyed it. Check it out right here in the top comments. It is an expense video of the entire year. But that car alone, for one race at the same track, cost $6,453. That's $2,000, over $2,000 difference. Saving money, that's amazing. And like I said, we do have some income. We have the race winnings for finishing 15th. That was $1,200, really good payout for that position. And I also sold some hats and t-shirts at $150. So in total, income was $1,350. Offset that on expenses. And we spent $2,920 on Saturday racing this car over at Seekonk Speedway. Overall, not a bad day. Really never gonna see a green profit from racing. Maybe if you win, but even still, that means their expenses are way up. The winner's expenses generally are much higher than what we're running. Overall, the SK performed well at Seekonk Speedway, was happy with it. We need to do some fine tuning to it. We have to work on our setup a little bit more, but I think it is a great option to compete against the Tour Modified fields. Not for here at Stafford or Thompson, the big tracks, but at the short tracks, it's a great option. Seekonk, Waterford, maybe Star, we'll see. But thank you guys for watching today's video. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Throttle down and see you guys at the races.